I'm a retired paramedic who worked in the EMS department at Memorial Hospital for several years. Early one morning, my unit was sent to a man having chest pain at a plant downtown. I admit feeling a bit aggravated because I'd already answered several calls that day and thought it should be someone else's turn. On the scene, we found a man in his 40s lying on a stretcher. We loaded him into the ambulance and began our journey to Memorial. When I asked the patient if he was still having chest pain, he said yes and started to cry. I told him that I could give him a stronger medication for the pain. He said, "It's not the pain, it's something that you would not understand." Now, I normally did not pry into patients' private lives, but there was something about the way he said that made me think he needed to talk. "Go ahead and try me," I said. "I'm a good listener." Tears streaming down his face, he pointed to the necklace he was wearing, which had 2 gold T's. He said that one was his and one was his son's. I said they must be big Tennessee fans. He said yes, but my son was killed in a car wreck 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't been able to pull myself together. I'm so sorry for this. My heart sank and tears filled my eyes. I said, "Oh, sir, I am so sorry for your loss, but I want you to know that I do understand how you feel. I lost a son just a few years ago. He died in a terrible accident as well. It was the worst day of my life and will always be the one I will remember like it was yesterday." The patient said, but you seem to have it all together. How do you do it? How do you live with the fact that you will never see your child again? Well, by that time, I was trying hard to hold myself together because this man had triggered my memory of a time that was so devastating. I thought I could not go on. I said, "Sir, do you believe in God and heaven?" He said he did. I told him that my faith sustains me and how my hope of seeing my son again someday is all I need to get through my days without him. When I have days that I feel weak and defeated, I ask God to be with me and keep me lifted up. I had a guardian angel pin on my name badge and kept extras in the ambulance. I pulled one out and held it in my hand. I pointed to mine and said, "This is my little guardian angel that reminds me every day of my son. It reminds me of where he is and that I will see him again. I want you to take this one and keep it close to your heart." I again offered the patient some pain medication, but he politely said, "I don't think I need that now." As we rolled him into the emergency department, I remembered how aggravated I had been when I took this call. Ashamed of myself, I asked God to forgive me because I knew now that He had put me here. A nurse asked our patient, "How is your chest pain now?" He said, "I have no pain. It's all gone now and I'm feeling much better." As I turned to look at him, he held up his little angel and mouthed, "Thank you," with one of the biggest smiles I have ever seen, and this time there were no tears. I learned that day that God works in ways we should not question. We should simply be willing to be the vessel that He wants us to be, a vessel that He can use to bring a little comfort to a hurting soul. That's something that all the pain medication in our drug boxes can't do. I was very honored that God chose me and this hospital EMS service to be the vessel for His message that day. Shirley Henschel, Memorial Hospital, Chattanooga, Tennessee.